Happy New Year, everyone. It's 2022, it's January 1st. 10 past 11 in the morning, and I had a very cozy New Year's Eve. I spent it at Michelle from Books Michelle, one of my best friends. We just had lots of food, lots of champagne. We watched the top 2000, which is like a typical Dutch thing people watch like after Christmas until New Year's Eve. It's basically just you get to vote for your favorite songs, and they make an entire list of 2000 songs, and they're just gonna play it in order. And then nearly every year, Bohemian Rhapsody is #1, so they play it like a few minutes before New Year's, and then it's always just like if you hear that song, you know it's like the end of the year. And then of course you count down after Freddie Mercury has finished playing the song, and it's always very just beautiful and emotional. It's a very typical Dutch thing. So Michelle and I, we had some champagne, we just danced throughout the entire song, and then we had a very lovely and cozy New Year's Eve. It does feel a bit weird to think that December is already over, because I'm always looking forward to it so much, and then it just, you know, flies by. But yeah, it was a great one, so I'm very excited for this new year as well. I don't really have that many goals. I'm just really trying to live in the moment, basic, but still, I'm very happy at the moment. I'm having the best job of my life, which just gives me so much freedom to do everything that I want to do and that I love doing. So honestly, it's all because of you that I'm definitely the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like last year, lots of just shitty things happened, you know, with the world and with COVID. But personally for me, it was one of the best years of my life because I decided to just work on basically Britt full time. So I'm a very happy gal, and I'm just excited for the new year. I already have some exciting new plans for basically Britt and just with my shop. So once those things are happening, of course, I will tell you as well. But yeah, I'm just very happy for the new year and excited for things to come, and I hope that you are too. If you've got any goals, let me know in the comments. Just my goal is really to just live in the moment and to just enjoy every moment and to not think about what other people think or how people think of me, and also just walk more, eat more healthy foods. But you know what? That never works. I'm just happy the way I did it last year, so I'll just do it the same this year. Reading wise, I don't have any goals. Going to be the mood reader that I am. Not going to set a reading goal. Last year I just set my reading goal for one book and I did it. That's what I'm gonna do as well this year. The first book that I'll be reading this year that I'm going to start today, because yesterday I finished like my final book that I was reading. So I finished all the books that I'm currently reading, sort of, but the book that I was actively reading, I finished them in 2021. The first book that I'll be reading in 2022 is called The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Very curious about this book. I bought it on a whim. It says the classic coming-of-age novel. The greasers and the rich kid Socks are at war at the Tulsa streets. Ponyboy, a 14-year-old brawler, chain smoker and dreamer, is a fiercely loyal greaser. But a single murderous catastrophe is to wrench him from his old life and overturn everything he thinks he knows. This is actually written when S.E. Hinton was only 17 years old. It's super short. I just wanted to start out with quite a short book. Just you know, get back into the reading mood for the new year and not pick a very intimidating book. So I will keep you updated on this. I'm very excited to start. I think I'm just going to start, you know, in a bit, because I have no other plans today. I'm going to my parents in the afternoon just to have dinner there and to, you know, wish them a happy new year as well. But I plan on, like, for this weekend, I'm really going to just take a weekend off, not do much work, maybe something here and there, because I don't mind working. But of course I have to take some time for myself. So I've decided that this weekend I'm just going to take it very slow. Hey everyone, it's Sunday morning. The weather is amazing. I'm gonna go for a lovely long walk. I just had some breakfast and I thought I would give you an update on The Outsiders because I'm already halfway through, so I really hope to finish it today. I'm absolutely loving it. I didn't realize that this was actually YA. I don't know why I didn't realize that like when I bought the book. It just well, it doesn't really look like YA. These kids are super young, they're 14 to 18, they're all smoking. So current day YA wouldn't really talk about smoking, obviously, but this of course is written a long time ago. This was published in 67, so she wrote it before that. So of course, like, smoking way back then was normal, basically. But that is why it's super interesting to read from the point of view of a kid who lived a longer time ago, and just the way that they live in high school and everything is just so different than what it is now. And also, this is about gangs that are fighting each other. Every time they see each other, they're just scared that one of them is either gonna, you know, take out a knife or just, you know, beat them up, which is so messed up. And sometimes I think, why do men always want to fight each other? There are quite a few characters in this book, and at first I was like, how am I going to distinguish all of them? But the writer is really good at creating these characters that have a very, you know, very different personalities and describing that very well. Because, for example, there is one guy named Derry and one guy named Deli. So a few pages I was like, wait, what's happening? But now it just makes sense, and it's really easy to distinguish all of them. So I can definitely understand why so many people are loving this. I'm going to try to finish it today. I will keep you updated. Right now I'm going on a lovely walk. I'm just gonna clean up a bit first, and I'll see you once I get back. Oh, and also, since I'm going to be walking outside, I'm going to pick a new audiobook to read. So I just went on Script. This is not sponsored, but I just love Script. It's like an audiobook and ebook service, and I have a link in the description, and if you use that link you can sign up and get like 1 or 2 months free. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 months. However, you can just check it out and try it out and see if it's something for you, and you can always just cancel if you don't want to use it. But if anyone uses that link to sign up, I also get a free month. So it's like a win-win situation for both of us. But I picked the book Paul, written by Daisy Lafarge, and this is a debut novel. I never heard of it before, but I was very intrigued by the cover. And this is about a young woman falling under the spell of an older man. So Frances, she goes to do like a summer volunteering in France, and there she works on like a vegetable farm, or like just something like a farm, and the owner is like an older man, and they get into this toxic relationship. So I read it's quite uncomfortable, but I do kind of like these type of books, so I'm going to listen to this one. It's like 8.5 hours long, so it's not too long. Today. My hair is getting very long again, like my fringe. But the hairdressers are closed, so this is what we have to work with. Yesterday I didn't really film anything, just a few clips here and there. I had a very busy work day because it's like the first day of the new year, like first work day, and I just had lots to do, so I just did lots of work. But in the evening yesterday I finished The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, and the first book I read in 2022 is a 5-star read. I cried twice. There were so many beautiful messages in this book, and this was so much about prejudice and, you know, not knowing what people are actually like, people from, for example, a different social class, like in this book, and learning that once you get to know people who you may think are different than you, once you get to know them, you will start to realize how much you have in common. And that there was this beautiful sentence in this book, that we all see the same sunset. And I think that was so beautiful, because people from both the Greases and the Socks, they meet each other and they start talking, and then they realize we're not so different after all. And I think that is so important to just think about and realize as well. And I think that is one of those reasons why there is just so much hate in this world and fighting, and it was a very, very good book. This is going on my favorites list. Definitely one of my favorite classics. My favorite classic is The Picture of Dorian Gray, and then definitely this one. It was so good, and now I really want to watch the film, but I don't know where to watch it because I can't really watch it anywhere. It isn't on Netflix or Amazon or Disney or something else. I need to see if I can rent it somewhere. But that's the first book I finished. Then I also want to give a little update on the audiobook that I was listening to, Paul. 19% of the way through, and I can already feel this sort of uncomfortable tension between our two main characters. You know, the girl Frances, who is 21, and then the guy Paul, who is 44, where she's going to stay for her summer internship. You can already feel this tension between them that is not very healthy. So that is probably, you know, definitely where this is going. I'm intrigued. I'm liking the writing style a lot. The audiobook is great as well. So I'll keep you updated. I just haven't really had the chance to listen to much of the audiobook yet. But yesterday before I went to bed, I also started a new book, namely Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. I've heard amazing things about this book. I didn't really know what it was about when I bought it, but then I found out that Hamnet is actually Shakespeare's son. And this is kind of a retelling of how Shakespeare's son died. Not a spoiler, by the way, so literally in the beginning it's told that he dies, but this is like a retelling of that. I'm 38 pages in right now. The writing style is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness, all of these beautiful lyrical sentences. I am living for this. So I'm incredibly excited to continue reading this one. This also won the Women's Prize for Fiction in 2020. So I am excited. I've heard amazing things, and I posted this on my Instagram that I'm currently reading this one, and so many people replied like, oh my god, this was my favorite book of the year. And yeah, I'm excited. Also the cover looks so gorgeous. Look at the gold foil. Ooh. And then a very exciting thing, I already did it, but I'm gonna go back and I will show you everything. Last week I reorganized my bookshelf, but in my video you could see that it was just very full and I had to stack some books. Why is this so high, by the way? I had to stack some books, so what I decided to do is get another bookshelf, a really cute one, a tiny one. I will show you the result in a bit, but let's take a look at me assembling my new little bookcase. Back again. Back in the same spot. But as you can see, I bought a cute small Billy bookcase from IKEA because it's the same one as the big one I have, but then just a smaller version. I do have a long, narrow one in my bedroom, so should I run out of space in this small one, I can always just, you know, get this bigger one from my bedroom and put it here, and then put the small one in my bedroom. But I will show you, give you a little tour of my new little bookcase. So of course, my big bookcase, what I did do is I put these shelves a bit higher, so there's not so much room above all of the books, and it looks so much better right now. And then I have this cute one, this small one, I think is so cute. So in this bookcase, I have my romance novels and young adult, contemporary and middle grade. And these are some really cool Shakespeare books, but they're for a friend of mine, but they were from my family from England, and my friend from Austria, Natalie, she really wanted to have those. However, they don't meet very often, like ever. So I decided to take these books with me to the Netherlands, and then when I'm seeing Natalie again, she can take those. But look how cool these old books are. These are not all of them, by the way, they're like 13, but I have a few somewhere else because there are lots of books. But for now, they look very pretty on the shelf. They're really cool old Shakespeare books. Charles Dickens. Did I say Shakespeare? No, I mean Charles Dickens. So yeah, these are here as well for now, but they will be gone maybe in a few months. Who knows, whenever I'm going to see Natalie again, hopefully soon. But yeah, this is really cute, just a tiny shelf. I do have to put some nice things on top of here. I don't really know what. If you guys have any fun ideas of what I can put on top of this shelf, because I have quite just some space left. I just have like a candle and like a fake plant, because right now, as you can see, this shelf, I have to cut something on the floor to make it to make sure that it can go all the way back. However, my dad has to do that, so if he's ever in Rotterdam, I'm gonna ask him to do that, because now of course it's not even. So I thought I could cover it up a little bit with a plant like this. Oh, by the way, I'm watching Queer Eye. But yeah, I'm very happy with this cute new shelf. I just need something on top of here because it's very empty. I did put some prints right there, but I'm very, very happy that, you know, everything fits. If you want to see an entire bookshelf reorganization, I actually filmed everything, so you can check it out up there, I think. But this is the new shelf situation. It's Wednesday. I haven't filmed anything today, but I got my booster shot today, so I hope it's not going to hurt. It's not hurting yet, which is surprising. So I hope tomorrow I will feel good as well. Another exciting thing is that my dad already fixed my bookshelf because he had to work close to where I live. So he came by after work to fix it. So now it just fits exactly next to my bookshelf. And I think I'm just going to move these lights a little bit to the center and then just cover this up with a plant. So it doesn't really look like any of the fairy lights are missing on that shelf. Because if I cover up this, you know, with the plant, you wouldn't be able to see the fairy lights anyway. Also read a little bit more from Hamlet yesterday. I am currently on page 68. Still really enjoying it. Like, not a lot has happened yet, but we're just getting to know the characters. I am also 42% of the way through Paul. That read is very uncomfortable and just making me like want to punch him in the balls. But I'm gonna finish it because I'm very curious where this is going. But this is definitely already a very toxic relationship and I feel very sorry for this girl. But my battery is empty. I'm going to take a shower and I'm just gonna relax and read Hamlet tonight. It's Saturday already. I'm going to have a very just cozy weekend. I'm not going, like, I don't really have any plans. I'm going to be doing a live show tonight on my Patreon with some reading sprints. By the way, I started up my Patreon again. I took a little break, but now in the new year, I'm feeling very inspired. So I'm starting up my Patreon page again. And there are still 2 tiers. I will leave a link down below in the description if you would like to check it out. It's just a way to post extra content and do extra live shows, and we have a bi-monthly book club as well. But of course, everything on my YouTube channel will stay exactly the same. On my Patreon, it's just extra content. So if you would like to check it out, I will leave a link down below. So I have a live show tonight, but apart from that, I have 0 plans and I'm loving this. Yesterday I had such a good day. It was like the perfect weather. It was so sunny. Okay, it did rain a bit afterwards, like quite hard, but in the morning, it was really sunny. I thought I'm going to wear a fabulous outfit. I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to romanticize my life. And I had a lovely walk. So that was a good day. And in the evening, I went to some friends because we celebrated one of my friends' birthdays. So we had lots of food as well. And it was a very good day. But I will give you a few reading updates because I am nearly halfway through Hamlet. I'm enjoying it very much. And oh my goodness, Agnes is such an amazing character. I'm loving just reading about her and learning about her as a character and as a person. I am going to hopefully read a lot this weekend, maybe finish it, who knows. And then also the audiobook that I'm listening to, Paul. I'm very far into that. 83% of the way through this book. I'm going to go on a long walk in a bit and then I'm going to finish listening to it. I'm enjoying it, but I feel like it's missing something. It feels like very uncomfortable, but that does mean that the writer is doing a good job at, you know, describing all of this. However, it's sometimes just a bit boring, like not all of it is happening. It will probably be like a 3, maybe 2.5 star read, like it depends on the ending, if it will be a 3 or a 2.5 star. I am going to finish it, obviously. So I'm going to go on a walk now. I'm not going to take my camera with me because honestly it's very gloomy outside, so it's not like pretty, and I'm just gonna walk. It is Saturday evening. My live show, my Patreon live show starts in like an hour and a half. I just had some dinner and I read quite a bit today. I will do a final reading update right now. I'm going to end this vlog in a bit, but I am over halfway through Hamlet. Still really enjoying it. It's very just beautiful, moving. The writing style is just phenomenal and I'm really feeling for these characters. Even though I already know where this is going because it's on the back of the book, so I can feel how it's going to be emotional, but it is absolutely brilliant and I'm enjoying it so much. So maybe tomorrow, if I'm really in a good reading mood, I can finish it, but we'll see. I also finished the audiobook Paul. I've decided to give it 3 stars after all, because it just made me feel like so... But it was pretty good actually. Sometimes a bit boring, hence why I decided to give it 3 stars, but it definitely made me feel stuff. I wanted to punch him in the balls. I also want to show you something fun that I randomly decided to do today. I didn't film it, but my wall right here, I don't know if you guys remember, but there used to be this sort of decorative piece with like these stars and the moon phases. This is what it looked like. However, I decided to do something new. Let me show you. Ta-ta-da-da! So I'm going to be making a gallery wall. I want this entire wall to be full of just random frames with prints or artworks or just whatever. So right now I have a few that I had just somewhere else in my house, but I did find some space, like put them here. Just some random bits and bobs that I still had lying around my apartment. And I think it looks really fun. So I can't wait for all the shops to open again, or the thrift stores, so I can just try and fill this wall up with as many pieces of art I can find. Yay! But this is it for this vlog. I had such a lovely first week of January. I am really just trying to focus on enjoying every little thing I'm doing in every single day. Just really being grateful for everything that I have in my life. And when I'm going on walks, just like seeing the beautiful nature and the little birds and just enjoying food, doing some exercise, just going on daily walks, reading. Yes. I'm very happy. So it was a very positive start to the new year. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to comment something, comment a rose emoji because it's very beautiful. And I'm just trying to enjoy every little beautiful thing in life. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're having a beautiful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.